My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. With game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. El Scorcho, the bookie killer, El Capitan. Fuck, you can call me whatever you want as long as you don't call me broke. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody can call you broke.
Oh, my God. Sitting here with my co-host, the paparazzi, fresh off a United States tour of the sports books. How was that?
Well, the sportsbook tour was good over in Michigan. These books are putting Vegas to shame. I'm not going to lie. You go to Michigan, you've got DraftKings, you've got FanDuel, you've got Gold Nugget, you got Barstool Sports. And all of these places, let me tell you, you get there, they give you a $1,000 bet, risk-free to start with, both in sports and the casino. But the options that you have, the amount of points you could put in a teaser, up to 7 points, the parlay odds, the odd boost that they do, they've got shit over there that we don't have in Vegas. And I come back here to Vegas, and I feel very disappointed.
Yeah, are a lot of the casinos just straight casino, or is it connected hotel style like we have?
No, most of the sports books are attached now to the casinos.
They got nice restaurants and shit in there?
They have very nice restaurants.
My question is, when you're betting sports, unlike Vegas, do they take care of you in the casino based off your sports betting? You know how it's live table games out here?
Yes.
You bet $100,000 in sports. They're like, so what? That's not our department. We don't own the book.
Well, with the books that I noticed, and I played mostly online because I was in Michigan to take care of my mother, so I was playing mostly online. They would give me lots of bonuses based on the action that I was playing. And not $5 bonuses. You go to stations over here, you get basically $1 for every 1,000 you bet. Over there,
or a free T-shirt. Keep your fucking shirt. I your hot dog. Shove that hot dog up your ass.
No, over there you're betting. You're betting a few $100. They give you $50 or $100 in free play. They take care of you and they make you want to bet there, and they do a good job of it.
Well, here's one thing I know is a fact, because we've been hot as a goddamn pistol. You definitely broke those motherfuckers out there.
Yeah, I did. You opened up your parlay department. You had a 3-team parlay, which I took advantage of over there.
What
I was able to cash.
$1,000 pay?
I think $6,700 if I recall.
There you go.
You've always had a saying parlays are for suckers, but we've redone some stuff, and there's lots of guys who are asking for parlays.
100%.
And you've decided now with the digital way that we're going to go and do it. Now, are your guys betting $100,000? Are you giving them parlays on a regular basis?
No, that's what I wanted to make very, very clear. To me, parlays are still for suckers. However, you got these fucking clowns out there in the industry robbing people off parlay packages they're selling them dreams. I mean, when someone tells you to send me $1,000 and I'm going to win you $50,000 off a $1,000 parlay, enough is enough. So with the industry transforming and all these new people are betting parlays.
Yes.
So bottom line is, if it's a big part of the industry and people are purchasing, I'm going to make sure I offer it so they have an honest opportunity to actually win for a fucking change. However, I will never change what I say. If you bet $5,000 or more, the formula for success in sports betting, money management and discipline, one game a day and not every day. When I bet parlays, I mean, you've been with me. That's when I go cash in for $100,000. Right. So we'll throw $5,000 around on some parlays to fuck around to come up. But I would never make that my main source of income. However, a lot of people out there don't have a lot of money. So if they're going to bet parlays, I'm going to show them how to do it strategically without taking a shot where they lose 9 out of fucking 10 of them. You know what I mean?
And I think it's very important for a lot of guys to understand that your first priority is having your guys as businessmen who are going to treat this as a business. But guys who want to have fun, have it casual, that aren't treating it at that level to make money as second income, they can easily play parlays, and you're there to make them money as well.
Not only that, but I mean, I'd be fucking stupid if I missed out on that money. Motherfuckers are buying them from these frauds. They might as well buy them from someone legit with an honest opportunity to win.
I agree.
March 2nd, podcast number 352, What It Do. Our show's sponsored by our good old boys over there at Blue Chew, which have been treating you very well over the last couple of years.
They have, and I can't wait to use some here in the next couple of nights, that's for sure.
Get a hold of us at 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in. we'll get back with you with a free pick. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at VIP Sports LV. If you don't want to call, direct messages is probably the best way about going to do business with me. Remember, guys, we will not DM or spam you about contests or promotions. So if you get contacted by an account with my picture or my family or a picture of paparazzi, make sure you look for that little blue check, the verification, to know that it's me. Although verification don't mean anything anymore when these people can just buy them. You don't have to be a celebrity anymore. Ask Little Dick Willie.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know who he is. He got verified because he paid for it. So obviously, even that isn't anything exclusive anymore.
Yeah, in today's world, with being able to Photoshop shit and just pay fucking sites over
Nothing's
in China,
exclusive.
correct.
You know what I mean?
You just
Just
got to
like-
be very
It's
careful.
like his baby's mama. That pussy ain't exclusive like she says it is. There's several dudes getting it. You know what I mean? Anyway, subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or wherever you ever listen to podcasts. Click the bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post. We greatly appreciate your thumbs up, and we read all your comments. And a couple of those stalkers that put the thumbs down, do me a favor and turn it up and sit on that motherfucker because you're a bitch.
Well, I don't even understand how you could put the thumbs down, because if you watch the podcast, first off, it's entertainment. Second off, we have golden nuggets. And if
That are hitting what percentage?
about 75 to 80%, that's no joke. Go back to the podcast.
Men lie, women lie, results don't. Rewind our podcast,
And
motherfucker.
if you're true stalkers and you call this office, you get these plays, you're making money. So I do not understand how you could possibly put a thumbs down.
Not to mention the biggest groupie / hater, you know, is our biggest fan at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
Well, he's literally told me his life is great because of you.
Yeah, well,
I mean, he's called and
embarrassing.
told me that.
Straight embarrassing. Shout out to the troops. You know, we haven't been doing that lately. Thank God we have the armed forces we have during a time like this. And everybody that's active, inactive military, I salute you. I appreciate you supporting our country so we can sit here and deliver sports information and live a good life. And I salute and I appreciate everything you guys do for our country.
I just have to say one thing. Speaking of delivering, the presidential speech last night was embarrassing. I think the only way Joe would have had success is if he put a stripper pole where Nancy Pelosi was sitting and made AOC get her ass up there and start stripping, because, I mean, this guy's delusional. A lot of our problems are caused by his policies. You know, it's great to rally everybody around Ukraine, and it's horrible what's happening over there. And I'm glad that everybody is, you know, together on wanting to help Ukraine, but we need to do more. And but as far as taking care of home, this guy's policies are screwed up here, and he takes no responsibilities. And his speech last night was out in La La Land. Please get somebody here.
Did you ever think when it comes down to war and the president talking that our main speaker doing something would be fucking Elon Musk? I mean, come on, man.
No.
But one thing the most entertaining part I thought of this whole thing is Pornhub in Russia. Okay?
Yeah.
And we all know how many people use Pornhub. So you could sit there and say, no, I don't do it. You probably just got done jacking off watching Pornhub. So anyway, when you pull up Pornhub in Russia, a Ukrainian flag shows up. You can't watch any porn videos.
Well, that's nice that they
Yeah,
blocked that off.
that'll get them to stop that war. They're going to be like, hey, guys, enough's enough. Let's call the peace treaties out for this. I got to jack off.
This is not the Russian people. The Russian people do not want this war. It's Vladimir Putin. This is sad, and we have to find a way to get it stopped and get it stopped soon. And you know, but the administration that we have in office is delusional, and we need somebody to fix this. And I don't know who's going to do it, but we need somebody.
Best thing he could possibly do is just step down. However, these people are probably like, all right, guys, enough. Let's get into some fucking golden nuggets. So tell them who sports news are sponsored by, Poppy.
Well, as you guys know, it's my good friend Blue Chew. If you haven't tried it, you're out of your mind. You know, winter's here and spring's coming, and we could all use a stiff breeze. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. Well, that's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at that pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
Guys, there's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can give you help with your confidence where it fucking counts. So if you could benefit from a little extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when using our promotional code VIP at checkout. Just pay the $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code VIP to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring our show. Moving on, the Lakers dropped their second straight game and 33rd game of the season to the Pelicans on Sunday. Some video surfaced that showed LeBron James, Trevor Ariza, and Russell Westbrook trash-talking with fans in attendance in L.A. on Sunday. LeBron was heard telling a fan he knows nothing about basketball, and he also told a fan, shut your ass up. Trevor Ariza told a fan, quote, you a bitch. Question, do the Laker fans have the right to boo and heckle the Lakers team, and do the players have the right to talk shit back to the fans? I'll answer that. They absolutely have the right to talk shit. They've been doing it for days. They're fans, and they're rooting in a fucking basketball game, and 100% the athlete is not supposed to do anything in return. It's your motherfucking job.
Well, they lost their third straight game last
They're
night.
garbage. You guys are fucking garbage. And these people that are watching you do know about basketball, and they do know that your team fucking sucks right now, plain and simple.
Our fans of the podcast know I've told you for many months that the Lakers are a disease. LeBron James is a disease. You can't go make millions of dollars and walk around like you're the shit in the NBA, that you're going right to the finals, you've already won the championship, and then lose game after game. This team has a bad attitude. The fans pay a lot of money to support this team. They have every right to sit there and boo them.
Let me ask you, does this escalate to the point where they disassemble this team at the end of the year or no?
Oh, 100%.
So Lakers are in trouble.
Lakers are in trouble. I think LeBron needs to be on his way somewhere else. Let him go finish his career somewhere else. The Lakers need a whole overhaul. This is not working. Even Anthony Davis, the guy gets injured a lot. We both like Anthony Davis, but he's not on the court enough. And
No.
they need to go a different direction, because this direction is not going to work.
No doubt. Major League Baseball news, which I don't like this at all. It's devastating for a guy like myself and baseball fans. Gone is opening day. You heard what I said. It's gone. And there could be more Major League Baseball regular season games lost for the first time in almost 3 decades, Poppy. 30 fucking years. After the players rejected the owner's best and final offer, here's a quote from star player Anthony Rizzo. He said, to the fans, we will miss you most. To the younger generation of baseball players, this is for you. Dodgers pitcher Walker Buehler said, this isn't millionaires versus billionaires. This is workers versus owners. The value is subjective. We are extremely lucky to do what we do, but the numbers don't line up. Inflation happens. Markets rise. Money grows. Ask the owners, why would we agree to less than even when inflation levels, income rises?
Well, there's a few points to take away here. First off, the players said they rejected the owner's best and final offer. Rob Manfred, the commissioner, made it very clear this was not their final offer. They did not say that. They said it was their best offer going into the last day, so they want to make that clear. The players have every right to want more money. Do they make a lot of money? A hell of a lot of money they do, but the owners make even more. So they have every right to do this. Me personally, I would like if the players came out and said, you know what, we're also fighting for the minor league players who don't even make minimum wage, and made it more about that as well. Not just their wealthy pocketbooks, but the guys under them who ride buses don't get the same treatment.
Understandable, but there's a little bit of the other side that I understand. I'll give you an example. Like Cruz, for example, has a little bitch-ass attitude, sees me making money. The motherfucker's getting 40 and 50% commission, which on inbound should only be 20% as a business owner. And he said he sees me making all this money and says, that's not fair. First of all, it's my business, and it's none of your fucking business what I make, period. Just understand that you're getting taken care of and making a ton of money. So I deal with that with salesmen in the room all the fucking time. These guys get greedy. For some reason, they think that these leads that are created is done by them. They act like they're doing the podcast. They act like they're on social media. They act like they have all the connections to get this leads. And this shit goes to these guys' head. I just don't understand these motherfuckers.
I think if you showed them the bills and
Yeah,
said, why
exactly.
don't you participate in
Pay the
part of the
fucking bills.
bills?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I got no problem. I think they'd have a different story, because they don't realize how much it costs. But the owners are making a lot of money. There's definitely
And it's
a
their
solution.
fucking business, and they opened up a business to make money.
There's a solution. Is it easy? It's not easy, but there's a solution, and there's also fans that support everybody and want to see baseball, and we just got to get it done. We need to get somebody in there who can get the job done, because obviously Tony Clark, the president of the Players Association, isn't getting it done. Who's ever there for the owners is not getting it done. Bring somebody else in there who's going to go sit down and get the job done so we can play baseball.
And it's all about the fans. These fans, going to the baseball game these days isn't bringing $40 in your pocket for you and your kids and you grab a hot dog. It's a few $100s minimum every game.
Yep.
These people are loyal. They spend their money, and a lot of them don't have money to spend, but they're so, interested and excited to support their team that they do it anyway. So baseball always figures it out.
Yep.
Hopefully they will get it done. Let's get into hockey news. NHL player agent Dan Milstein, who represents a majority of the Russian-born players in the league, said his clients are experiencing disturbing levels of harassment and believes draft-eligible players are already being discriminated against because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Well, that's bullshit, because who would be discriminating against the players? It's not the players. It has nothing to do with the players.
Zero.
Nothing to do with the
Now,
Russian
that's
people.
an idiotic fan or somebody that should be ejected out of the arena.
100%.
Sure.
Yeah. It is not the Russian players. It is not the Russian peoples. Alex Ovechkin is a friend of Putin. He's put in a very awkward situation. He comes out and says, listen, I'm not political. I'm an athlete. It's not his place, it's his president, okay? Do you think he wants to go into Ukraine and bomb and kill kids and kill women and kill men? No, he doesn't. He's a hockey player. It's not fair to take this out on hockey players.
No. Go ahead and handle the horse racing since that's your area.
Well, horse racing, a little bit of bad news. Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert has sued Churchill Downs and track leadership in federal court, seeking to overturn his 2-year suspension on grounds it violated its due process rights. Last week, Baffert was suspended for 2 years at Churchill Downs. Medina Spirit, the Kentucky Derby winner this past year, was taken down and officially disqualified. Now, due process would be Baffert having a hearing, going through everything, and then, having a formal process. Churchill Downs did not do this. They just banned him. Guys, as I've said here on the podcast, every trainer uses supplements. Every trainer uses some drugs. Some trainers use drugs that may not be allowed, and other things to mask them. Some trainers get caught, some don't. Bob Baffert has huge money behind him, and the thing that this horse got caught for is not some big performance-enhancing drug, and it's actually a joke. They're trying to make an example out of Mr. Baffert here, and it's very sad. They're probably going to. It's very sad for the sport. It's horse racing. We've got so many other fucking things to do in this world right now in our country. Let's move on from this.
Exactly. You talk about making an example of somebody. Former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez was arrested Monday on a charge of attempted murder. Velasquez is being held without bail currently. San Jose police announced there was a shooting and one adult male was shot at least once and transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The motive and circumstances are still unclear at the time.
Paparazzi's got an update for you here. Here's some paparazzi inside information. He's now been charged with 10 charges. What he did and why he did this was a family member was molested, and he went after the guy who did it and shot at him 10 times with a gun.
That's a whole different perspective for me now.
That this is the true story. This is went on, and this is why he did it. So was it the right thing to do? Maybe not. Put yourself in his position if it was a family member of yours getting molested and what you might do.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. You remember how, and I don't even know if this law is still in effect. You remember a citizen's arrest?
Yes.
I feel that they should have, somebody like that should have a green light to handle it, do what you got to do. The police ain't arresting this motherfucker or he didn't do enough time. You molest my daughter or one of my family members, 100%, I'm coming to get you.
What do you think would have been the better outcome? A gun or Cain Velasquez just taking his fucking fist to this guy?
Yeah, that's probably what he should have did. But he was so mad, he was heated, and just
I don't have the full story, but right now those are the details that I can report for you guys. That's inside information that's going to come out. You'll probably have it tonight by the podcast, but right there.
Here's something you're going to like. NBA Kyrie Irving said he can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel after playing his best game of the season in Saturday's surprising 126-123 win over the Milwaukee Bucks. That loss was Milwaukee's 5th straight loss against the spread. They better get their shit together also.
Well, it's another thing that I've talked on the podcast for a couple of years. Kyrie is another fucking disease, okay? look what has happened to that team. They went from being the top team in the East.
You see Harden got up out of there.
They were the favorites to win the NBA championship at the beginning of the season. And, well, you had the Lakers and the Nets, the two teams to win the championship. Harden got the fuck out of here. Kyrie barely plays. Durant's injured. That team is in, oh, God.
Disarray, to say the least.
Totally. They took on Ben Simmons, who's another fucking nutcase.
Yeah, he can ball, though.
He can ball when he wants to play.
I'd take him all day long.
Thank you, Kyrie.
Yeah, let's get into a few trends. NBA, a few trends. Chicago Bulls are 27-12 against the spread as favorites, and the Dallas Mavericks 38-21 to the under for the entire season.
And another trend that we've been giving you guys, the Minnesota Timberwolves, especially on the road to the over, keep playing that, guys. They are lighting the hoop up.
You think anyone gives a fuck about this Charles Oakley, Stephen A.
Yeah,
Smith shit?
yeah.
Well, go ahead and read it, because I don't interest
Here's
me.
an NBA story for you guys. Charles Oakley told Stephen A. Smith that Giannis Antetokounmpo has become a great player, but Oakley said Giannis would come off the bench during Oakley's era of basketball. Absolutely untrue, fucking ridiculous.
You ain't lying.
Oakley said Giannis would not be able to force his way to the basket back then the way he does now. Now, that's true. Stephen A. Smith said, but Giannis is huge, like 6'10 and 280. Oakley said he ain't no 280. He's more like 250 or 260. Giannis is listed at 6'11", 242 on the Bucks official roster. Question, do you agree with Oakley? Would Giannis struggle to dominate against those big physical front lines like the Knicks with Oakley and Ewing and Anthony Mason, and also against front line like the Davis brothers on Indiana back in the day? More importantly, like the Pistons with Rick Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer, Dennis Rodman.
I got an answer. Do they play as physical as these days as they used to? No. However, you got to take into consideration he's a fucking big finesse player. So he still would score and get his motherfucking money. Here's the better question. Oakley in his prime versus Giannis in his prime, would Oakley beat his ass? The answer is 100% yes.
You think, oh, beat his ass. Yeah. Physically, oh, yes.
100%. Oakley wasn't no fucking punk.
No.
So, but yeah, you know, and that just, we could talk about this all day. They don't play as physical as they used to.
No.
And like I said, they get an ingrown toenail and they don't play for 7 days.
It's apples and oranges, guys. The way basketball used to be, which was so great back in the Lakers, Pistons, Bulls, Celtics. It was so great back then, the physical brand. Today, they don't play it. They're finesse. They're worried about what nightclub and what girl they're going to fuck.
And 100%. Let's move right into college hoops. Here's a recap, guys. And by the way, I'm excited about college hoops considering I've won my 11 games in a row. I am absolutely on fire. Hotter than fish grease, hotter than Khloe Kardashian's breath first thing in the morning.
Oof.
It don't get no fucking hotter than that. You know what I mean? Anyway, it was a historical day for the underdogs this past Saturday. And for the first time in men's college basketball history, every team ranked in the top 6 lost on the same day.
Yes.
Gonzaga, Arizona, Auburn, Purdue, Kansas, and Kentucky. But guess what, Poppy? It's no secret. We've been telling people from the beginning of the motherfucking season, top 25 teams are not the teams to be betting to make money.
Correct.
How many people had Detroit minus the 9.5 last night?
Not many people.
I did.
Yeah.
Absolute blowout win.
I guarantee Purse Boy was on a lot of these very top teams on money lines, minus $3, $4, $5.
I think Purse Boy's not. I think he's stressed the fuck out. You see the bags under his eyes? That motherfucker.
Well, I know he's been getting shut down a lot.
He's trying to get his Instagram back up.
Yeah.
I love how he says, I'm just remodeling my Instagram. Well, first of all, you don't take your old Instagram down until the new one's done. So
yeah.
Save that shit for someone that'll believe you. Just like if they believe that you're going to make them $50,000 on a $1,000 parlay.
Yeah.
These guys are fucking clowns. And I'm going to give a message to Vegas Dave, Little Dick Willie, and several other people. If someone purchases something from you, they don't have business license or pay tax, so they have no clue about this shit. Somebody purchases a game from you. You give them a loser, and you post on your Instagram that you won and you had the other side. That is illegal.
Yes, it is.
That's siding games, and you will go to jail. And no, motherfucker, I've never sided a game in my entire life. And whatever's Ethan's holding up, if you think I can read that, you're out of your motherfucking mind. Okay? Anyway, ranked number 8, Purdue lost a close game against number 10, Wisconsin, on Tuesday. Number 6, Kansas, dropped another game, this time against TCU.
Anybody who watched the Purdue-Wisconsin game, Wisconsin nailed 2 3-pointers off the backboard in the last 40 seconds. And, that game was a hell of a game. I'm excited for the Big Ten tournament because there's a lot of good teams over in the Big Ten. And, yeah, Kansas took another loss last night, 2 in a row.
Yeah. Hot stats going into the final stretch of the season and conference tournaments. Highest scoring teams last 3 games. Northern Iowa, 95 points per game in the last 3 games. Oral Roberts, 92 points per game in the last 3 games. South Dakota State, 90 points per game in the last 3 games.
Bryant's putting up 90 points per game the last 3
Winthrop right
games.
behind him with 90 as well.
Yeah.
So those are some serious score numbers, which means there's not too much defense getting played out there because it ain't like their offense is that El Scorcho.
No, and you got to be really careful right now because you're looking at all these teams' conference tournaments time. So you got to look at what teams are trying to get seeded right, which teams are maybe resting some players. Be very careful. But these teams right now are putting the ball in the basket.
Lowest scoring teams the last 3 games. Stanford, Eastern Illinois, and Texas Arlington are all averaging about 50 points per game in their last 3 games. Top offensive rebounding teams the last 3 games. South Carolina State, 17 offensive rebounds. Miami of Ohio, another absolute blowout winner Steve Stevens had last night. 15 per game offensive rebounds. Townsend, 14 per game. Townsend is also 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games, including 3 straight covers.
Yeah, I don't think Townsend's in the top 25. I don't think they're Kansas, Kentucky, North Carolina. I think Townsend's probably never been in the top 25, but I know you make money on him regularly.
No doubt. A few hot conference trends. Conference USA, a team we have been mentioning all season long. Middle Tennessee State is now 21-5, Poppy, against the spread this season.
Be careful. Tonight, I believe they've covered 15 straight games. Middle Tennessee tonight is a 2-point favorite against Charlotte. I have a feeling the books are just begging you to take Middle Tennessee State tonight.
Well, they are. They're trying to trap you, no doubt about it. However, never go against a team that's on fire like that. West Coast Conference, a team we have said to fade. Pacific Tigers are now 4-21 against the spread. We've told you to fade that team for the last 13 games.
The last 6-7 weeks on the podcast, they've been on every one of the Golden Nuggets to fade.
In the Atlantic Sun, the Jacksonville Dolphins have covered 8 of the 9 games they have played. In the MAC, Toledo is 20-8 against the spread this season. In the Summit League, the South Dakota State Jackrabbits are 18-0 straight up in conference play. Jackrabbits play on Friday against Nebraska Omaha in the first round of the Summit League tournament.
Vermont over there in their league, they've also won 22 straight up. Another good team to bet straight up.
Anyway, guys, if you're betting parlays out there, hit me up, VIP Sports LV, direct message, or call the office. We got parlay packages for all size shapes of sports bettors. Whether you're crawling or balling, we want to help you come the fuck up. And to all my big boys out there that have been on this last 11-0 run, congratulations. The whole idea right now is to build a bankroll for March Madness. I'll say it over and over and over and over. You don't want to go into the tournament using your own money, nor do you want to try to build a bankroll with your own shit games that you know nothing about. The shit I'm hearing from these people, man, is just, how much you bet? Depends if I like it or not. There's no emotion when it comes down to sports betting.
Real quickly, and we always explain this too. Remember, we have a lot of conference tournaments coming to Vegas, 5 or 6.
In our backyard.
You get information on what hotels these guys are staying,
How they traveled.
what restaurants they go to, who's sick, who's not. So, guys, don't be fooled. All these other idiots on Instagram or wherever you go, Twitter, who are living in Florida, New York, whatever, they're not here. He's here. He's had the connections here for 20 years. He knows who's with these teams, traveling with these teams. So don't be fooled. If you're going to watch these games and you want to make money, call him because he has the information.
Not to mention, we've been in the same location for 25 years, so when our clients or someone signs up with us, they can actually come to the office and sit down and have a business conversation and come up with a plan of attack rather than meeting somebody at the rental house where they run their business out.
These guys don't have rental houses. It's all done Instagram. You can just text them or direct message them. It's no actually meeting somebody in person.
Yeah, but the guys out there trying to be me doing their little videos and shit, that's at their little rental house. They don't even have a fucking office. It's embarrassing. But anyway, guys, like I said, man, sports betting is in full effect right now. It's bigger than ever. It's a $1 trillion industry. And at the end of the day, you deserve your fair share. If there's money out there to get, best believe I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that motherfucking money. Don't you think there comes a time where you deserve to shine for a change? You know you do, and I want to make sure you achieve those goals. On the behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the crew, the paparazzi, we love you, and remember one thing. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. I'll see you next week. I'm headed to Hawaii. Deuces.
It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens. I bust your bookie head open.
Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put a $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pac.
I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. It must be the money talking.